Okay, hi, I'm John Schaefer,
Dallas Swan.
Josh Porsche.
and today we'll be talking about global etiquette. What is global etiquette? Etiquette is a set of unwritten rules that apply to social situations, professional workplaces, and relationships. Global etiquette refers to the recommendations for what is right and wrong in different cultures. When it comes to etiquette, no one expects perfection. Awareness is the first step in bridging in the gap that is present. Why is global etiquette important? It can make a positive first impression for potential business partners. Indicates honor for one's culture, will help communication go smoothly, decreases chances of misunderstandings and offensive acts. Doing research on other cultures' etiquette prior to meetings could only be beneficial for both parties. Important things to do: show knowledge of one's culture,
So basically, with showing knowledge, it shows that you care. This will be anything from knowing the proper greetings to dress attire to if you need to bring a gift or anything like that.
be respectful,
Being respectful as well as showing manners, it's an understanding that some things are considered impolite in different cultures.
communicate and talk in a way that can easily be understood,
Communicating and talking slow, but not too slow that it could be offensive to them, is important.
know the appropriate greetings.
Greetings are as diverse as the cultures themselves. There are handshakes, kisses, hugs, and bows, and they come in all shapes and sizes.
So I'm going to continue on the important things to do slash know. Minding manners. What is polite in some countries may not be in another. Making sure you know what is right and wrong may help you when trying to make negotiations. This is different than being respectful because you can be respectful to people who have no manners. Being on time for everything. Time is something that is very important to many people in a business aspect. Those in different countries can take being early a sign of disrespect, as well as being late shows laziness. And I'm going to follow up with an example of that later in the slides. Bring a gift. Even the smallest gift can please someone. As a good deed to somebody can go a long way. An example of that, Americans don't really have any customs or concerning for gifts. Gifts within business can generally be discouraged, and maybe they'll think of it as a bribe. Socialize. Um, Business dinners, meetings, conventions, expect to talk to many people, not just the people you know. An example of this would be whenever you're at a dinner, don't begin eating until the hostess starts or everybody is there. If business is the goal, then keep socializing to a minimum at the start and at the end. Things to avoid for global etiquette. Discussing politics. Keeping politics, global affairs, and which party your peers stand for is something you should never do unless it is brought up by someone else, and even then, you shouldn't go into great detail. Discussing religion. Religion prejudice can be a problem. When doing business with other countries or other people, it is not polite to bring up religion or to bash another religion. Saying no. Many cultures consider saying no to be impolite. If they are pushed, it can be very uncomfortable. As I said earlier, I had some examples for global etiquette. So, North versus South. In the North, people are direct, see time as money, and get down to business after only a brief period of social interaction. In the South, people take a more leisurely approach and want to establish a friendship before doing business. Some people in the South will go to lunches, dinners, brunches, and they consider that a business meeting. A lot of times, some people will go get a drink as well. In the Northeast, in the Midwest, people are extremely punctual and view it as a sign of disrespect for somebody to be late for a meeting or an appointment. In the southern and western states, people are a little more relaxed, still arrive on time, but they do not find it as rude as those in the north.
Differences in global etiquette continue. Proper etiquette varies from country to country and even state to state. Global etiquette can be interpreted in many different ways, which could result in miscommunication or an insulting behavior. For Latinos, time is not as punctual as it is in North America. You must know this when conducting business with Latinos because you might feel disrespected when they show up 30 minutes late to a meeting or might be viewed as lazy or unprepared. Differences continued. Formal and informal communication is another thing that can cause cultural conflict. Some cultures take business cards at the very beginning of a meeting, start with a firm handshake or particular attire. If you do not know about this before the meeting, you can come off as disrespectful. If you're used to speaking to people on a first name basis, it may come off as rude in certain cultures' etiquette. And conclusion for global etiquette: when it comes to etiquette, no one expects perfection, as we said. Awareness is the first step in bridging the gap that is present. Being aware of other cultures' etiquette is very important, as you can see.
John Schaefer.
Dallas Swan,
Josh Porsche.
and that's it.